Hi, Sabrina. How are you?
Back online. I'm good, Joe. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen
Yeah,
you in ages.
I know. I've been so. I've been blessed to be seeing you all week this week, most of the week on Tuesday. We spent the whole day together.
Exactly. In real
How
life,
nice
that
is
was
that?
amazing.
That was
But
so
hello,
cool.
everyone, and welcome to Sab and Joe Meet the
Meet
World.
in
Now,
Mexico.
in Mexico, today we are going to the colorful Mexico. As you can see, I'm trying to look as colorful and Mexican as
I'm on the
possible.
beach.
Joe's got the color. We've all got a bit of the color and the earrings and all of that
Yeah.
good stuff happening. So very, very excited to welcome Evie, a DMC enterprise from Mexico today. We're going to be meeting two lovely ladies from their team, and they're going to be guiding us through Mexico. Now, before we go any further, this show, of course, our wonderful chat show here is brought to you by dmcfinder.net. I'm going to hand it over to Joe, who's going to tell you a little bit more about this amazing platform. And then we're going to bring the ladies in and we're going to get stuck in. Over to you, Joe.
Fabulous. Thank you, Sabrina. Hi, guys. My name is Jo Joshi from DMCfinder.net. We're an online platform connecting event planners to DMCs, hotels, tour operators across the globe easily on one platform. We're here to kind of help DMCs and tour operators get back on that road to recovery, so making it as easy as possible for them to connect with the right event planners in each destination. So please kind of check us out on www.dmcfinder.net and give us a shout. If we're more than happy to help you out with some proposals and some ideas. And one of our clients kind of very kind of creative. So yeah, shout us out. Be great. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
So, we've been to the Maldives, then we went to Denmark, then we went to Italy, and today we are,
Italy,
of course, in Mexico. So I'm going to bring
Mexico.
in Raquel and Mariana. So give me a second. Welcome, Raquel, and welcome, Mariana.
Hi,
Welcome.
ladies. How are
Hello.
you guys?
Hi.
Happy
Exactly.
Mexico.
So welcome, Raquel. Welcome, Mariana. We're so excited and happy to have you and represent Mexico. Very, very cool destination. I believe me and Joe have never been to Mexico, so today's going to be interesting. We're going to
Oh no,
learn a lot.
I've been to
Oh,
Mexico.
you haven't? There you go.
I've
She's
been on holiday.
right.
I've
That's
been on
right.
holiday.
That's right. She has been there. I haven't.
Yeah.
So this is going to be extra fun for me and a big discovery. So what we're going to do usually is we tell you a little bit about the show. We kind of have three little segments that we always cover. The first part of it, obviously, is we're going to get to know the ladies and we're going to find out a little bit more about EV DMC Enterprises, what they offer, what they do, and how you can work with them when and with your groups for Mexico. And then we're going to have it all turned on us, on me and Joe, and we are going to be questioned about Mexico. I like this because I don't know any of the questions. Do you know any of the questions, Joe?
I don't either. No, we haven't shared it with us this week, so
So we're very excited. We did tell Mariana and
yeah.
Rachel to really challenge us. And so I'm slightly scared, but also very excited
Nervous. Yeah.
in terms of the trivia and if we know our destinations or not. And if we don't, this is the best way to learn. So they're going to be giving us some multiple choice questions. They're going to be giving us some true and false questions. And then they're going to be telling us more about the culture in Mexico and all that wonderful stuff and how you can integrate the cultural aspect of Mexican culture into your groups and events when you bring them to
Yeah,
the country.
exactly.
So, let's begin. I'm going to hand it over to Raquel or Mariana, who's going to tell us about EVDMC.
Hello, thank you so much. Hello, everyone, and thank you very much for the opportunity for us to present a little more about our wonderful country. Mexico has a lot to offer, so we're going to focus today on the Mexican Caribbean because we have a lot of things to do only in the Mexican Caribbean. Perhaps some other day we can discuss a little bit more about Mexico City, Los Cabos, Puerto Vallarta. We have many things to do in Mexico. Well, first of all, my name is Raquel. I am the president of IVI DMC Enterprises. We are a full destination management company that has been in the business for 35 years. So we have a lot of experience, and we are the corporate offices are based here in the Mexican Caribbean. But we also have other offices. In Mexico, we have offices in Los Cabos, in Central Mexico, in Puerto Vallarta. We have also offices in Cuba, in Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, and Argentina. So many different options.
Great.
for the meetings and events industry. Well, I will let Mariana also introduce herself and tell you a little bit more about what we do.
Fabulous.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Mariana.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
It is a pleasure to be here in lovely Mexico. Thank you very much. Thank you for the space. It is a pleasure to share what Raquel mentioned. It is not only the places that you visit, but what you can do in them, right? And how do you present those services is what we do. We love doing everything for our clients or for the people that come in a very special way. It's not just like come and visit and everything. We do it very personalized. It is something that we want to greet you personally at the airport. It's a big sign, and let me tell you, it is the largest sign in the airport.
I love
that. So it is basically that, you can get from the airport, the first impression that you have at the airport and going to the hotel. I mean, you're expecting this trip, right? It's something, for example, the incentives is something that you earn, right? So the first impression is not just like getting to the hotel, it's how you do it. And then at the hotel, all the property, welcome and everything, and the activities, so many things to do at the Mexican Caribbean, which is fantastic. So we help you go through with the clients and just like be this expert at the destination, right? You always need a little bit of help or assistance and the expertise of not only Raquel, myself, but all the team, right? So it is very, very rewarding having people coming and doing CSR programs. It is very special for us doing something to the community, giving back to the community, everything that has given us all the planet and everything, so we can do many activities like that, or just enjoying this gastronomic, happy and full stomach. It always makes you smile, right?
Food is amazing in Mexico.
Food is amazing out there.
And it's so, I think what a lot of people don't realize is how different the cuisine is, right? Across the country. Like what you eat on one end is completely different to what you might eat on the other end. And it's such a amazing diversity of cuisine and also culture. So yeah, perfect. So thank you very much for introducing yourselves, ladies, and Evie. And I thought we would kick off with the first segment, which is the multiple choice questions. So who will be asking us the questions? I guess you're both taking turns. We are ready, just to let you know we're ready.
Let's see if that's true. Well, I'll let Mariana start with the first question.
Okay, perfect.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Absolutely. Fire away.
Okay. Where in Mexico are the first sun rays received? I'm going to give you 3 of them. Okay?
Yep.
Cozumel, Tulum, or Isla Mujeres?
Oh, wow. That's an interesting question. What do you think, Sabrina?
I really, really, really badly want to go to Tulum. So I'm going to pick Tulum just because I really want to go there. And I imagine that is where the sun would first rise in the country.
I agree. I think it's Tulum too.
Is it Tulum?
Oh no! I've been to Tulum, and it looks like where there's that statue. I can't remember what it's called now.
That was
so bad.
Well, in Tulum, it's a little bit further down.
Okay.
The south.
So if you go to the tip, remember it's like the companies have like a tip. It's Isla Mujeres.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of that place.
Yeah, in Punta Sur. So you have a little more there. Punta Sur are the first sun rays in Mexico.
Okay.
Wow. Fantastic. I've learned something new today, Sabrina, again.
Exactly. I mean, I heard I think now it's like when you hear like Isla something, you think of Jurassic Park, but obviously there's no dinosaurs in Mexico. We're not going to go there. But but that is awesome. So Isla Mujeres?
Isla Mujeres. It's the woman island.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's where everyone should go for the rays. They get it first. Fantastic. Okay, so next question.
Okay, so next question. Okay. How many years ago was Cancun, just the city of Cancun, founded? Okay.
Ooh,
Here are the options.
interesting.
51 years,
Mhm.
87 years, or 63 years.
Oh. What do you think, Sabrina? I'm going to go, because it feels like it's been around for a while, 83 years.
63.
And
Oh
So
no!
we're both
It's
wrong.
only been around 50 something years.
it's 51, and we're going to celebrate
Wow!
52 years in April. So it's
I'm
a very,
shocked.
very young city, actually. There is
Wow, that's crazy.
most of the people that live in Cancun are not from here. They come
Oh,
from
okay.
all over the other places of the world, of Mexico, and it's a very young community here in Cancun.
Yep.
Wow, that's
Fantastic.
crazy. That is.
So with these two destinations that you've just talked about, right? Like Isla Mujeres and Cancun, obviously they're both coastal destinations. And is it quite different what you would do in the two different destinations?
Well, actually, you can mix, because Isla Mujeres is an island. It's translated the island of woman, and it's very close. It's just a 15-minute ride by ferry,
Okay.
or we can charter a private catamaran for a group. We have different sizes, from 10 people to 100 people, different catamarans. And we sail to Isla Mujeres. We take them to snorkel over there, because they have a great
nice.
reef. The
Wow.
beautiful beach, for me, Isla Mujeres, is amazing. The beach is great.
Really?
You can have lunch there. You can walk there, do some shopping. It's a very, very colorful and very small town that you
Wow.
can just walk around. So we can do both of them together. Yeah, Cancun.
That sounds
I had no
perfect for an
idea.
incentive group, doesn't
Brilliant.
it?
Yeah, because usually people think, oh, we're gonna go to Cancun and we're gonna, do everything in Cancun. But the fact that
Yeah.
you can actually combine it with another island, like that's even
fantastic.
cooler, right? So that's
Yeah,
so nice that
absolutely.
you can combine two aspects of it. We do have some of our viewers, Matthew, thank you very much, telling us, or me probably, that I'm trying to look as Mexican as possible. Thank you for joining us, Matthew. And Michael actually guessed it right. He also guessed 51 years. So
Wow, well done, Michael.
Michael,
Well
well
done.
done. Fabulous. All right. So, third question. What's going to be?
Mariana?
Ready? If not, we have to start planning a trip, huh? What does the name Cancun mean? Ready for the
Ooh.
options?
Yep.
Nest of
Okay.
birds, nest of snakes, or nest of bees?
Ooh. What was the first one? Nest of what? First one, Mariana.
Of
Nest of
birds.
Nest of
Birds.
snakes or nest of bees?
Bees. Oh, thank you.
I kind of feel
I'm
like
gonna
there's
go.
no snakes in Mexico.
No.
They're wrong. I'm gonna go with birds.
Okay, I'll go with C then. I have no clue.
Birds and, sorry, Sabrina, what did
And
you
the
say?
bees. Birds and bees.
Correct.
No, Joe. I think Joe said nest of bees, right?
Oh,
I
no,
said bees.
bees. Oh,
Bees
I
are
got it right
birds.
again.
No, but
Okay.
no, not the correct answer.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
You really have to come, huh? It's nest of snakes.
Oh my gosh, seriously?
Really? So,
Why?
okay. Matthew got it
Okay.
right. Snakes.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
Wonderful. And it comes
But why?
actually.
But why
It
snake?
is a composed word that is can, which is snake,
Yeah.
and kun is to swell, overfill. It's like overfill. So it's a lot of snakes. It's a nest of snakes. So I'm not sure if I'm spelling correctly. I'm saying correctly the word can, which is the A has a lot of meanings in Maya, but can, kun. Okay, it's nest of.
Oh, very interesting.
Are
We
there
learned something
snakes
again,
in
Sabrina.
Cancun? Are there
Yeah.
snakes in Cancun?
Yeah, there are. They are different
Yeah.
species of snakes. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
So
That's brilliant.
I think there are more iguanas than snakes, but there are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a good
right.
fact as
That's
well.
okay.
There's definitely probably more iguanas than I can handle that. I can handle iguanas better than I can handle snakes. So that's a positive. That's a positive.
The iguanas actually look quite pretty actually as they walk around, don't they? They're quite pretty actually, aren't they?
They're
The
very majestic.
iguanas are. Yeah.
Exactly. On
They're
that,
lovely.
what is the actual national animal of Mexico?
Well, perhaps I mean I would say that the eagle, because it's a symbol in our flag. So in our
That's
Mexican flag that you can see over here, we have this eagle. I don't know if you can see it with the back.
Yeah, just about. We can see it.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Oh yes, of course.
But it's the eagle that is eating a snake,
Oh
actually.
yeah, perfect.
Yeah. 2 in 1.
Oh, there you go. There's the answer, isn't it? Yep, Cancun.
I love it. Brilliant. Cool. All right. So we
Fabulous.
know what Cancun stands for. We know about where the sun starts. We also know what was the third question that I also got wrong again? I got how old has Cancun been? 51
age of
years
Cancun.
exactly. So fourth question.
Okay, here it goes. Do you know what is a cenote? What a cenote is?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So how many cenotes are in Quintana Roo? Here are the options.
Okay.
400 cenotes, 600 cenotes, or 1,000 cenotes.
There's quite a lot in Cancun and Mexico, cenotes. So I'm gonna say 1,000.
I'm gonna go with 600.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Sabrina. 600
Yeah.
cenotes.
Finally.
Congratulations. So in Quintana Roo, it's only 600 cenotes, but altogether in the Yucatan Peninsula, where we have Quintana Roo, we have Yucatan and Campeche, we have over 7,000 cenotes spread out across all the peninsula. 7,000. So imagine that.
Wow, that's crazy. 7,000.
We are all here, and we don't know if there are more cenotes, because they are discovering cenotes every time, as we speak.
Wow, that's
There is people that has actually a cenote in the back of their house. So it's amazing.
Okay, you'll have to tell everybody what a cenote is if you don't know what it is.
Well, a cenote is like a sinkhole. We have open cenotes and we have underground cenotes as well. It's fresh water. You can go and swim there. You can. There are cenotes that you can dive in. You can snorkel. And it's very cold. The water is really, really cold. So for in the summer, it's amazing. It's amazing when you go there. And in many of them, the underground cenotes, you can find the stalactites, the stalagmites, and these are all natural. So, and this is one part.
Amazing.
Exactly, and this is a part of the world where you can find the most large underground river. You know.
Wow.
Oh, like
cave. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I don't know if Mariana.
I had no idea.
I don't know if Mariana wants to add something else.
And
we have one of the largest
activities like around the cenotes.
Excuse me?
Can you organize like activities around all the different cenotes?
Yeah. But also you've got the X-Carrot as well, haven't you? That you can, it's like this underground river with activities, like it's like a resort park, is that right?
Yeah, Xcaret is a very big park. You have not only the underground river, you have other activities. You have a lot of fauna and a lot of flora and a lot of cultural things that you can learn from. But we also have different activities that involve a cenote, a swimming a cenote. So it's we consider it like a adventurous activity, because some of them are like underground and you have to really, really like bend a little bit to go and walk over the cenote. It's very dark, so we provide you with a light and a helmet.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a great experience, isn't it, to do something totally different. Which you wouldn't get anywhere else for an incentive group that want to have that real wow factor. I think it really ticks the box.
It's the first time I've heard of it. I had no idea. So that's incredible to know. Also that not just that exists, but that there's so many of them, you know.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's pretty amazing. So it's and I'm sure every single one of them is completely different as well in terms of the formations and how they formed and the stalagmites and everything that's in them. So every one that you do would be a completely different experience as well. So that's pretty amazing. Right. So our fifth multiple choice question now, Mariana.
Okay.
Is it?
In which city of the state of Quintana Roo we had the first habitant? Would it be Cancun, Playa del Carmen, or Cozumel?
Oh,
No, I didn't
gonna
hear
go
the
Cozumel.
first part of the question, Mariana. Sorry, you cut off.
Sure. You know the state of Quintana Roo. So in which city of the state of Quintana Roo we had the first habitants or arrived the first habitants? In
I'm gonna go
Cancun?
with Cozumel because, well, Cancun obviously is 51 years old.
Well done, well done.
And Playa del Carmen is, well, I feel like it's also quite a newer development. So I'm gonna go with Cozumel. I feel like when I see like sometimes history and things like that, that name tends to come up more than other names. So that's my answer.
Okay.
I'll go with B.
With Playa del Carmen?
Playa del Carmen, yes.
Okay, so Sabrina!
So I was right.
Well done.
Brilliant. So
Yes.
Playa del Carmen. So those fantastic. So we learned a lot about look, it's just like sort of along the coast, but there's just already so much that we didn't know about it, which is amazing.
Absolutely.
And now like I have all this extra like great trivia that you can just kind of tell your clients, right? Like, well, you can actually do this and you actually do that, and did you know? That's fantastic. So now we've come to our second portion, which is true or false. So me and Joe have to guess whether the statement that the ladies are making is true or false. So over to you.
Okay.
Ready?
Here we go. Okay, the question is, the Mexican Caribbean has the second largest reef in the world. Is this true or false?
Oh, interesting question. I'm going to go with true.
I'm going to go with false.
Congratulations, Joe. You had it right.
Yeah. The first question of the day.
Yeah, that's actually true. It is the only one that is like the largest one is the Great Barrier Reef in Australia.
Yeah.
But the one that we have here in the Mexican Caribbean is called the Great Maya Barrier Reef. And it's really a paradise for snorkelers and divers that want to come here and enjoy all these activities. We have amazing things to do and tours that can take you to Cozumel, for example. We were talking about Cozumel. This is an excellent place for scuba divers and snorkelers.
Fantastic. I had no idea that there was barrier reef there. That's incredible. And that is the second largest one in the world. I used to live in Australia, so that's like super interesting to know where the second largest one is as well. And is it quite easy to go there and do activities, or is it quite restrictive because they obviously also try to like protect it so there's not like over tourism, right? So
actually, I mean, there are some places that are protected. There are, for example, an island that's called Isla Contoy. There's no people that can live there. You can just go for a tour, for a day tour. They only accept 100 visitors a day.
Oh, wow.
And you have to come back. You cannot stay there. In Cozumel, for example, there is another place that is called El Cielo. They also have very restricted tours over there. You can see the starfish. It's full of starfish. That place is amazing. It's really interesting. But there are other places in the reef that you can go. Just purchase a tour with us, and we can take you over there as well.
Fabulous. That sounds amazing.
May I add, the suppliers that we work with, they have to follow very strict regulations. So everybody has to go through the regulations, and obviously we're also interested to protect. So it is with tolls that they have to do, even if you have to sleep the program, the group or something, but we have to follow, yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's
Fabulous.
good. That's good to know,
Okay,
because that is
I tell
super,
you,
super important, because
absolutely.
we, me and Joe, we also, believe in the, in sustainable travel and making sure
Exactly.
that the, the how do you say it? The entire ecosystem is supported, and that you're using
Funding.
suppliers that are bona fide and that are verified, and that the regulations and everything is in place, and it's
Are covered.
and
That's important.
people do care about that, and it's very, very important. So
It's and
to
I think
know
it's
that
big now. I
is
think
really good.
I think it's really important now, isn't it? Actually, because I think everyone's really kind of open about it and kind of thinking about it. So on the island, can you also do sustainable activities that they can incorporate part of their group or the CSR, or just generally across Cancun? What kind of stuff can they do?
Well, actually, we have a foundation as part of our group companies. It's called Amigos of the Planet. So we focus a lot. Yeah, we have focus in health, in environment, and education. So we have different projects that not only you come to enjoy the activities of the Mexican Caribbean, but you come to leave something to the community. Right, we can do something in the Mayan communities, like helping some school, for example. We can do like a team building where different teams, and some teams are helping with the playground, other are helping with the gardening or painting the school. These are just some of the examples that we can do, but we have a lot of different things that we can do for groups.
Fantastic. All right, so next,
super exciting. Yeah.
Fire away. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, getting a nice suntan
Oh, nice.
in the ocean, you must run to the water or your feet will burn. Ouch. Is that true or false?
Ooh.
I'm gonna say it's true, because it does get pretty hot out there.
Okay.
I mean, so see, I've never been to well, I know there's beaches in Greece where it's like really shallow water. So if you are, then yeah, you need to get out. So I'm gonna go with, if it's similar, then yeah, I'm gonna say true.
It's false.
Oh, really?
The beautiful white sand in the Mexican Caribbean stays cool, even in the hottest.
Wow.
It
That's
is made of
crazy.
plankton fossils and crushed
Yeah.
coral, so it doesn't get hot. Even if it's like really, really, really hot, you won't burn your feet.
That
Wow.
is
That is crazy.
possibly
And
the best reason ever to go to the Mexican Caribbean. Like, that is just amazing. I did not know that. That is unbelievable, because most of the time people complain so much, like, oh, it's so hot, I can't walk on, and then they're like trying to keep their flip-flops on and all of this kind of like random drama that you see on the beach, but that never happens in Mexico. So this is amazing. I love it. It's so good.
Michael Carter thought it was true as well.
He did. I
Joining
know.
us. Yeah.
He's also saying, sign me up, nothing worse than hot sand. I love that. But also he did mention, it's great to see the reef protection is happening all around the world, which is also very, very important from our last point. Perfect. Right. So the next one, next statement.
Next
Okay,
question.
there we go. Cancun is a major cruise port. Is this true or this is false?
Oh, that's a very good question. I feel like it's false.
Ooh.
I feel like the cruise port is somewhere nearby, but it's not Cancun. So I could be wrong. I'm going to go with false.
I'm going to go with true. Okay, 50-50, right?
Okay, so Sabrina, you are correct. Totally correct. We do have very important cruise ports here in the Mexican Caribbean, but not in Cancun. It's Cozumel and Mahahual, for example, which is located in Costa Maya. So, of course, I mean, it will be a little hard to visit Cancun if you come to Cozumel because the cruises only stay for a day or perhaps one night. But I mean, we do receive a lot of cruises in Cozumel and Mahahual, basically.
Perfect. We've got
Fantastic.
one of our audience viewers who are saying that they always docked in Cozumel. So hi Horacio, thank you for joining us. We love him. He's fantastic. It's so nice he got to finally join one of our lives. So yeah, and Michael is saying true, but only lately. Oh, interesting. So maybe, yeah, that's excellent. Perfect. So I didn't know. Good to know that I was right on that. So what's it now? Is it our fourth true and false question now?
One more. There's
One
two more.
more. Two more.
I love the participation of the people. Okay, so
I know.
let's see
I
if
know.
it's-
Good, isn't it? Yeah.
I'll just put this here because he's like, hi, hola.
Okay. The Mexican Caribbean offers over 75,000 rooms. Is that true or false?
I think that's true. There's lots of hotels in Mexico,
Yeah.
and it's a key destination for spring break and lots of other holidays, and for the Americans coming in on holiday. So yeah,
Okay,
I think true.
do you think, Sabrina?
Okay.
Yes, no.
I think it's
Very
true.
good. It is. And it is actually about 80,000. And it should be
Wow, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
You've got
A
some
lot of
amazing space out there in Mexico with the hotels and the quality of the hotels and the kind of the meeting space and the bedroom quality and kind of service levels are so high in Mexico. You know, and that's why it's quite a popular destination from the UK for the incentive groups, because it offers everything under the sun and more. And I think hotels are always really important, aren't they? From the 4-star, 5-star, high quality, high service, food levels. So you guys kind of tick all the boxes.
Sorry, girls. I'm trying to get out of the sun. Like Mexico, the Mexican sun is coming for me. This is what's happening.
You're so funny.
But that is so. The question I had on that, on these almost 80,000 accommodation, is what kind of brands are represented in the Mexican Caribbean? Like, do you pretty much have, like, are there like a mix of like local brands as well as international brands, and you know, sort of what's the mix like?
Yes, it is a very important. It is an important mix. I would say, I mean, starting with the Mexican companies, there's a very large Mexican company called Grupo Posadas. You will find, perhaps you've heard of it. There's Fiesta Americana Hotels, Live Aqua Hotels, Grand Fiesta Americana, most of them all inclusive. You will hear also Grand Velas, which is very located in Mexico. You hear about Hilton. It's very well positioned here as well with the wardrobe. You have Marriott, of course, and Paradiso.
Do you have Iberostar as well, don't you, as well?
Iberostar as well. Yeah. Barcelona.
Quite a variety, isn't there? There's a vast variety of brands.
Yeah, definitely, and it's growing every as we speak. They are opening new properties.
It's good. It's exciting, isn't it?
Well, how is it? So my question now is more like, so in terms of accessibility, right? So if people come to the Mexican Caribbean, where do they fly into, and how easy is it to get out to everywhere? Like, how does that work? What's the infrastructure set up like?
Well, right now at this, we only have one airport, which is located in. We have an airport in Cozumel as well. But like, if you're going to stay in Cozumel, or perhaps if you're going to stay in Playa del Carmen, because it's very close. We also have the Cancun airport, which is the second busiest airport in Mexico, after the one in Mexico City. So we get here all the flights from all over the world, many direct flights from Europe, from United States, from Canada, and everywhere. And then from Cancun, we take them on a private transfer to their hotel. So, for example, if they stay in Cancun, it's only a 15-minute transfer. If they stay in Tulum, then, almost 2 hours of a transfer. But it's worth it, definitely. Tulum is right now, it's like, wow, Tulum, right? So
I would sit on a transfer for 2 hours to get to Tulum, 100%. I would be very happy.
That's not too far, actually, is it? Because I was in South Africa last week for Meetings Africa, and everywhere to go from one town to the bush or to another town, there's a 3-hour transfer by minibus or by car. So 2 hours actually isn't that bad at all.
And I'll tell you another thing. Sorry, just one more thing. If you stay in the Riviera Maya, perhaps you will say, oh yeah, it's a long drive from the airport, but most of the activities are actually located in the Riviera Maya. So if you stay in Cancun, you are closer to the airport, but you have to travel 2 hours to the archaeological site of Tulum, or you have to travel 1 hour to Xcaret.
Absolutely.
So it has its advantages if you stay in the Riviera Maya.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fabulous. And it's easy. If you think about it like this, let's say airport is right here. So if you go to Mexican Riviera, it's just like one road to that side, and you go to Cancun, it's to the opposite side. So it's just like one road in, one road out.
Road out. No, I remember actually. Yeah, it's quite easy to get around from Cancun to the airport to Riviera Maya.
Important. That is very, very important information. If you have a certain amount of time that you can take a group out there for example, if you bring them in from the UK or you're bringing them in from somewhere a bit further out, then that that difference obviously makes a big difference in the long run in terms of how long you have in that destination and the things that you can do before you gotta leave. So I think that's good to know. And but that doesn't stop me from wanting to come to Tulum. So yes, that doesn't. Was that our last question for the true and false?
Just one more.
One more, okay.
Oh, one more. Let's go.
So okay, Cancun is an island. Is this true or is false?
Oh no, that's false. I've never been to Cancun. Have you been to Cancun? You said you were in Cancun, weren't you, Joe?
Yeah.
Is it an island?
I don't think. That's what I remember.
I'm going to go with false.
I'm going to go with false.
Okay. Well, this is a tricky question because Cancun is a big city. It's not only the hotel zone where you have all these large hotels. Cancun is not an island, but the hotel zone in the beginning it was an island. So it was connected to the country, to Mexico, by two bridges that you still see those bridges, the Calinda Bridge, and the one in Nizuk. So this seven-shaped hotel zone is actually an island that was connected to the land with the bridges.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting.
We had both Horatio and Michael saying false, but obviously it is technically true.
Technically, wrong way around.
Exactly. But yeah, so fantastic. So we've got to learn a lot about the Mexican Caribbean. Brilliant. We've come now to our third segment of the show, where we are wrapping up, and it's more talking a little bit about the culture of the Mexican Caribbean and how what are the things you do. I mean, I guess we can say the both of you are insiders, and you can give us sort of like your top tips. You've been to the Mexican Caribbean if you don't already live there, for probably more times than you can both count. So what have you observed is very much Mexican Caribbean culture and like things that they do really just in the Mexican Caribbean, and how do you integrate that into the activities and groups and tours and things that you plan for travel and events in the region?
Well, one of the things that we do as locals, at least me, I love water, so I try to go to the cenotes every weekend when I have the chance. And something amazing about the cenotes that we were discussing is that we have options to do night dinners, like private dinners in an underground cenote, which is amazing because we can put a lot of lighting. We can project the logo of the company and do entertainment and have a great catering during the dinner. So this is something very unique because it's all natural. As I say, I know there are other places in the world where you can do a dinner, a private dinner on an underground cave, but it's man-made. So here it's all natural. That will be one thing. And Mariana, I don't know if you wanna tell a little bit more about the culture.
Yeah.
Sure. We celebrate, there's a very special celebration in Mexico, not only here in Cancun and Mexican Caribbean, but the entire Mexico, which is the Day of the Dead. I'm pretty sure you've heard about it, perhaps hopefully in the world as well, and if
Yes.
whoever is watching it will watch.
Absolutely.
And it is very special for us. I mean, it is something that it's a tradition. It's just like honoring our deceased, and there's a specific dates of who it's first the kids, and then even the animals, and then the adults, and all our so you pretty much make an altar, and you put some offerings and all this papel picado, the cut paper, and it's a very special celebration. Even for me, I put my altar every year, so
Oh,
it's something that we want to communicate for the people. I know it became stronger with the Coco film and everything. I mean,
that's what I was going to say. I watched the Disney movie and
My
it blew me
son
away.
is obsessed with Coco. I know everything in that movie from beginning to end.
Damn it.
Remember
But we
me.
have, but
I would
it's
say
really
that
nice film.
obviously it has certain things that have to, I mean, go with the animation thing and
Yeah.
everything, but
Of course.
it was very well developed, I would say. I mean, I'm not a movie critic or anything, but as far as the emotion part it is, and the altar and the colors and everything, I think goes very well in hand with what we celebrate. So how do you embrace, how do you connect those with the
Nice.
with the incentives and so forth? Well, you can make a very emotive dinner decor and all the props and everything. Even the arrivals at the airport, you can have Katrina waiting for you at the airport. So everything can go along with the theme
The whole
and with the
theme.
spec. If you do it on the holiday, I mean in November, end of October, the first,
Amazing.
and so
Your odds will get to see the
obviously it would
carnival.
be stronger. You can even have
Yeah.
local here in the peninsula. They have the Hanal Pishan, that is called, and it's a very special thing for the Mayans, which is pretty much goes along. So you can even go to that specific because it's only made in these dates. But if you do it throughout the year, I mean, it's a very nice way to combine it.
Yeah,
I would
absolutely.
say it's one of the most festivities. I mean, all the culture. Mexico is festive. It's not only
Yeah.
fiesta. It means
Yes.
just like, happy people and
Yeah,
embracing.
it's true.
You
Very
do
happy
this
people.
celebration, right? So you can embrace those on the course, on arrivals, on even the gifts. You can do a small Katrina gift, or there's the calaveras, the skulls. There's a nice party, and it's a handmade, so it can be all things. I would say we have a lot of culture. Of course, if I go to the Mayan temples and everything, we will go here. We can stay all day here, right? But there's
Exactly.
many things about culture in Mexico that we can do, and in a very strong way here in the peninsula.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, ladies. I think the
Thank
both
you,
of us
ladies. It's
learned
amazing.
so much about the Mexican Caribbean today. I know I definitely have. I didn't know about the cenotes. Even we actually have Michael asking if do you have any literature on the night dinners in the cenotes? And yes, Michael, go to dmcfinder.net and contact EV DMC Enterprise, and they can definitely connect you with that information and possible tours and that activity itself. Which is amazing. It's been so wonderful to have you both with us today. It's been so great discovering Mexico and the Caribbean.
Absolutely. It's good.
We'll look forward to welcome you here in the Mexican Caribbean anytime. Please let us know. We prepare something very special.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mariana.
Thank you, ladies. It's been amazing. Thank
We will
you.
see
We'll catch
you
up
in
soon.
Mexico.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. See you later.
That was amazing. We got to see and hear and understand and learn about Mexico today. Thank you, everyone who's joined us. Horatio, Michael, Matu. You know, it's been so wonderful to see the
Thank
comments
you.
and the questions. We know that we were supposed to announce the winners for last live of the Italian Special Occasions Case of Orange Wine. We are picking the winner, and they will be announced early next week. We are in talks with Laura, and we're going to confirm that, and we're going to announce it. So watch this space on LinkedIn. But yeah, Joe, anything else to add?
No, nothing else. But thank you very much for joining our shows. Keep joining us. And if you've got any destinations you want us to cover, do let us know in the comments below. We're more than happy to get in contact with our suppliers. It would be hotel, tour operators, or DMCs. I have my sick child at home with me today, as you can see, joining us. Shreya, say hi.
Love that. All right, perfect. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you again for joining
in the next Sab and Joe Meet the World.
Yeah, we're going to Colombia.
We're going to Colombia
next week. So join us then. Take
care.
Join us next week. Bye. Bye.